Hey everybody, this is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for this devotional. We are in 1 Timothy chapter 3. I'm going to read verse 1 for you today. It states, "The saying is trustworthy. If anyone aspires to the office of overseer, he desires a noble task." So front of mind as Paul begins chapter 3 is addressing the leadership void in the churches in Ephesus. And he needs his young protege, Timothy, to identify some leaders that are up for the job. Because guess what? A church without appointed and competent leaders leaves a void that loud voices will speak into and often give the wrong direction. And we all know these voids are a disaster in the making, aren't they? Which is exactly what's happening in the church at Ephesus, or the churches at Ephesus. So Timothy needs to go find some leaders. And the place he tells him to start is with some men that aspire and desire to lead. He wants him to go call some men out that desire it and aspire to it. Now, this might sound a little trivial what I'm actually about to mention, but I've never had the desire to be an elder in the church, not one time. Now, I might be qualified, given the list that we're going to read over the next few days, but I actually just don't desire it. And this is a little laughable because I have trained and discipled numerous men for leadership in the church, yet still I don't desire it. So you know what? I'm disqualified by verse 1 here. Now, why is this desire so important? I mean, why? And I think it's actually crucial because leadership has some challenging moments in it. And in those moments, you're going to have to lean on the desire and the aspiration when the going gets tough. You're going to have to remind yourself that you actually just signed up for this gig. This is true with any leadership position, in any context, by the way, because every form of leadership has challenging moments. In fact, let's remember, Timothy signed up to do this job with Paul way back in Lystra. And while Timothy was a little timid, he aspired and desired to join Paul on this journey. Therefore, Paul's kind of pushing him a little bit. And Paul doesn't like leaders who quit when the going gets tough. This is exactly what John Mark did, and this caused a split between Paul and Barnabas on one of his trips. So, today, if you're in a leadership position and the going is getting tough, can I encourage you to do something? Just remind yourself that you aspired to do it. Take a second and recall that moment way back in the day when you were full of excitement and remember your why. Remember why you signed up to do it. Maybe that will give you the emotional boost that you need today to keep on keeping on. And if you're a guy out there who aspires and desires to do something like that, to lead, I'm praying for you because God's church needs leaders just like you. But don't jump just yet because we have not gotten to the list of qualifications. Okay, thanks for joining me, fellas. I pray this blesses you. If it blesses you, share it with someone else, and I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.